Let's explore the two-sum problem again. There we go. All right, we got the chat there and here. Okay, perfect. Welcome into the live, guys. If you're joining, I'm just going to be going through some LeetCode practice, I believe, to start with. And then I'm going to open up VS Code. I got to grab that real fast. Where is it at? Ah, there it is. We're going to be working. Alright. Probably also would like a new... Go ahead and create a new folder because I want to practice scripting. Did not whatever I just did. Call this Python. Call this Python scripting. And then you can drag this down into the VS Code. Open up another window. My computer is going to crash. It's okay. All right. I'm gonna exit that. We got okay, perfect. There we go. Test. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and pull this out. We're going to go to Codex. We can plan. Let's see. Actually, I don't really want to plan. Let's go over here. Let's do the two sums problem again. Okay, I started it and all my stuff is still in here. Let's see. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay. I'm looking currently at my iPad. I'm just watching a video re-explaining this problem. I understand the problem, but last night when I was trying to write it in Python, I got a little bit, the for loop kind of took me for a loop. Just kidding. That was dumb. So I went and reviewed Python for loops for a little bit, and now I am coming back to the problem. I'm watching another video on it just to see if someone else's explanation of the problem would make more sense to me. The goal of this specific LeetCode problem or algorithm that you're looking to accomplish is that you have you basically have an array of numbers. So each of the numbers or integers inside of this array obviously have an indice. Python indice starts at 0, so you have like 0, 2 is at indice 0, 7 is at indice 1, 11 is at 2, so on and so forth. What you're looking to do is find the sum of two integers within this array that add up to the target number, or right here, which is in this example it's 9, but it could really be any array of numbers and any target number that you're looking for. There are some constraints to this. Only one valid answer exists, so if you're in the live, welcome. I really am brand new to coding, so don't expect me to be teaching you anything. I'm learning myself. But we are doing the two-sum LeetCode problem using Python. So I've kind of went over this problem at least once before, and I understand the goal of the problem and I understand the constraints. So like, for example, right here, even though in example 3, the array has like two integers, the nums array has two integers, 3 and 3, it actually, the output must be the indice 0 and the indice 1. It can't be, technically the output could be 0, 0 because 3 plus 3 is 6, or it could be 1, 1 because the integer at indice 1 is 3 and 3 plus 3 is 6. But the constraint of the problem requires that the output be at two different indices, so it can't be the same, and there's only one valid solution, even though in this specific example there are technically three ways to skin this chicken. You got 3 plus 3 here, which would be 6, 3 plus 3 here, which would be 6, and then 3 plus 3, which would be 6 as well. So there's some other constraints here, but this one, let's see. So the constraint is that the length of the array, which is declared as nums, the length of the nums array has to be greater than 2, which makes sense because you can't have, like, basically you only have one valid solution and it can't be the same indice. So if you had an array, like, let's say for example, I'm gonna bring up the notes here. Let's say for example that you had, actually, no, we'll go code instead. We'll just go down here and start fresh. Let's say for example that you had nums, and that num equaled just an array that had 3, and your target was 6. Technically this could be solved by an output of 0 and 0, because 3 plus 3 would equal 6. But this is, based on these constraints, not considered a valid solution. Welcome in if you're over in the chat, or over at TikTok. I'm streaming this as well on YouTube, so be patient and bear with me as I look at all 5 of these different screens. But if you're just hopping in, we're going over a LeetCode problem, the first problem in LeetCode, which is the two sums problem, and we're just talking about the constraints and going over how the problem works. If you have any questions, you can drop them. If you're on TikTok, you can throw them in the chat, or just say hi. If you're popping in and popping out, that'd be appreciated. If you want to hit the like, that way maybe my live would get shared to more people that like content that you like as well. Okay, so back to the problem. I think Annabelle, I think that's who is in. Yeah. Hi, Annabelle. My name is Andrew. I am slightly new to TikTok, but basically what I'm doing right now is just live studying, practicing a LeetCode problem, because I have a technical interview coming up, and I don't think I'm ready, but you know, we shall see. If they ask me one of the easiest problems in LeetCode, then maybe I can figure it out. So basically, let's go over. So this constraint means that the array has to be between, we'll just say constraint 1. I haven't really done Python in a while, but I want the interview that I have is going to be an automation position. So I have a feeling that I'm going to be asked, I have a feeling that Python is going to be one of the required languages. So we'll say constraints are, let's explain these. That means the first one means that the array, that the nums array must be between 2, looks like 2 and like, what is that? 10. 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 1,000? Or it must be 10,000. 2 and 10,000, I think. Let me see. Pull this up. 10. If you know the answer, you can drop it in the comments. Welcome in, Deborah. Thank you for watching. If you like content like this, go ahead and tap the screen. Oh, so it has to be between 2 and 1,000,000 integers long. That's 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's right. Okay. So the length, we'll say the length of the nums array must be between 2 and 10,000 integers long. And the second constraint is that nums of I. Let's see if we can actually get Google to explain this to us. Explain, or we can just ask ChatGPT at some point. It needs to be that. These are what I think are real integers, 0 to 9. No, that's not helpful. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. As such, viewers will experience open widget. Oh. I might have to figure that out. Okay. Let's see. Might have to close down my live on YouTube because internet kind of sucks, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Let's just do this instead. Explain the meaning of nums of I. Breakdown. Okay, so in programming, nums of I is a common syntax used to access a specific value within an array. So nums of I so the length has to be between 2 and 1,000,000 integers, and let's see, I'm gonna watch a video real fast, see if it explains the constraints of this problem. welcome in. Welcome in if you're new here. My name is Andrew. I'm